Straight from Snohomish, Washington, Aaliyah Collins turned pro this year and is currently looking for her first team. So she is a proud rookie, as she will tell you in a moment. She's the graduate of Glacier Peak and High Point University. She is 5.6, although some sources say 5.7. Is it 5.6 or 5.7?
5'6".
5'6", okay. So she's a 5.6 point guard who averaged 14.9 points, 4.3 assists, and 2.4 steals per game in her senior year. How, Aliyah? How are you doing?
I'm pretty good, honestly. Just enjoying the new journey, the new step of, I mean, going pro, honestly, and getting out of the country and exploring overseas. So just gotta
Okay,
keep grinding, staying in the gym all the time. So.
okay. And when did you decide to turn pro? Was there like a particular moment that you can name?
Honestly, from when I was in elementary school, when I was very young, like I didn't know what it was gonna be. I always said I wanted to play in the WNBA.
Mm-hmm.
But then it started shifting around maybe junior year of college, and then I was like, I would like to see if I can extend playing basketball. Like doesn't matter where, but I love basketball. So the opportunity to be able
Mm-hmm.
to play outside of college is just it's always been a dream of mine, and I just would love to see how far it can take me. So
Okay.
yeah.
And you're open to any possibility, or are there particular places in which you want to play?
I'm honestly open to any opportunity. I know it might sound a little naive, but I've never been out of the country before, and I love to explore the world. I love to get different viewpoints on everything,
Mm-hmm.
like because I guess in the US it's very just like one-minded, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
everybody,
Mm-hmm.
I want to be able to understand other cultures, other
Okay,
places, and
that's
just
cool.
explore. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So let's start with your name because you were named after one of the greatest R&B singers. Are you a fan of Aaliyah's?
Yes, I actually love her so much. I was named after her. And when my mom told me that, she gave me a whole rundown of who she was and
Hmm.
whatnot. And yeah, I love her music. I wish she was still alive today. She would be up there with Beyonce, but it's in my opinion.
Probably,
But
yeah, yeah. So the questions that I'm going to ask you are then they all those are a questions with a key. Maybe I'm going to call them like that because all of them contain a reference to the lyric to the title of a song of Aliyah's, right? And I'm not going to lie about it. Like you've seen those questions before, so this is not going to be a surprise, unfortunately for you, but maybe for our viewers, maybe they will enjoy it. Okay, so back at Glacier Peak High School, you were known for your positive energy and positive reinforcement. Did that attitude allow you to be down with the clique?
yes, I do believe so. It's funny because growing up, I had two older siblings, and my sister's the oldest, so she played basketball, and I got to watch how the dynamic of the players and teams were. And I wasn't like the biggest fan. So it was my goal to create, or at least try to create a positive space for the team. And I was lucky enough to have like-minded individuals with me. But truly, like my belief on it is if a team is very connected and we all love each other and we might not be best friends all the time, but as long as we have a good mutual respect and love for each other, it's kind of hard to get in between that, especially in game scenarios. Like when things start going bad, it's hard to break apart that connection. So I'm very big of having a positive and family environment
Hmm.
for basketball because at the
Cool.
end of the day, they're your sisters. So yeah.
Yeah. And when it comes to your on-court play, you are known for going back and forth on the court. Where does that motto come from? And isn't it taxing physically to always be going 100 miles per hour?
Yeah. There are a lot of times where I am very sore. I
Hmm.
mean, you're going hard a lot. I honestly feel like I could go harder a lot, especially towards the end of my last few years, there are opportunities I could probably go harder, at least push myself harder. But that's just been since I was young. I don't know where it came from. Maybe it was my dad drilling into me to just give it your all, work the hardest. So, um, it's just always been like that since I was a little kid. I've always been athletic. I've loved sports. So it's just kind of stuck with me, and I think that's what's helped me get this far now,
Okay.
honestly.
Okay. And you appeared on the big stage, or maybe your name sort of caught the eyes of people during the summer camp at Gonzaga University in 2019. We're not talking about local celebrity here, just, the whole country started talking about you, right? And you getting hot like fire against Haley Van Lith. So what happened there?
Um, One thing about me, I love defense. So every time that I know that I'm going to play against a player that is very good, I don't really get scared. I get excited because it's just like, okay, like now I get to test my ability and now I get to try to lock them down and stop them from getting their normal average points or whatnot. Like I take pride in defense and I don't know, I was playing like myself and I just wanted to mark mark my name, get my
Mhm.
name out there to show everybody because I'm very underrated, I would think in my head. And especially back then. So it was just my goal to, prove to everybody that yeah, I might not be the best of the best, but I can hang and I can play defense. So
Yeah,
yeah.
and you achieved that by rushing past her to knock out the ball out of her hands, not once but twice, right? That's something that
Mhm.
people noticed. That was really impressive. So now I want to ask you about the influence of COVID-19 on your career, and did it leave you heartbroken?
Yeah, so definitely when it all kind of hit, a lot of my offers that I had were pulled because of the whole COVID mess and I didn't commit fast enough. Then I was pretty upset about it all. But looking back at it now, I would not I don't regret it. I wouldn't
Mhm.
change it for anything because I'm a believer that everything happens for a reason. Honestly, if that didn't happen, I probably would not be here talking to you or having the opportunities that I have now. So,
Okay,
in the moment it was pretty crushing, but now I look back at it and it's a wonderful
okay.
thing.
But how did they justify it? Like pulling offers? That's strange. Why would they
Yeah,
do that?
well, they told me it's because I didn't commit soon enough, but also during that whole time, players got extra years because of the
Okay,
whole
yeah.
COVID year, so
Okay.
that kind of threw
There was
everything
no
off a
need
little.
for new players. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
That stuff. Okay,
So,
okay, I get it. Okay, so
yeah.
eventually you decide on Chicago State, and what convinced you that they were so into you, that they were
Um,
looking for a girl like you?
yeah. Well, the coaching staff there, I'm still very close with them, which is just amazing. They have my hearts. But just conversations. We had conversations, and the head coach, Coach Tiff, she just was very sound with her decisions. She seemed very educated with basketball and just the whole recruiting situation. But my decision was mostly based off the coaching staff, really, for that school, honestly. Um, and it was quite the ride and quite the experience, but I got lifelong relationships out of that. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah, but you moved from the Cougars to High Point University, and during that move, weren't you afraid to rock the boat when it came to your career?
Yes, it was a huge adjustment entering the transfer portal again. But I probably would have stayed because my head coach at Chicago State ended up leaving,
Hmm.
and I might have stayed if she was still there. But I just decided that it was time to part ways. I spent a lot of time after that moment regretting not going with my head coach, because she went to another school. But once I said again, everything happens for a
Hmm.
reason. And I found a home. I found another home at High Point. So, yeah.
Okay, and you won a couple of accolades. One of them was the Big South Defensive Player of the Year. And you already spoke a bit about your defense, the importance of playing defense, but were you always extra smooth when it came to playing defense?
I Yeah, I would say so. In high school, I had a little nickname of having quick hands. I had some quick hands, I guess.
Hmm.
Um, but when I was growing up, my dad was very big on defense, so that we worked on that nonstop. And that just has stuck with me. Offense wins games, but defense wins championships. So, you can't really you could be a very good player on offense, but it just kind of gets overlooked if you can't guard the ball.
Hmm.
And also just a lot of energy spurts from good defense and that it's contagious throughout the team. So if one person can have a motor of having good defense, other people will follow along with you. So I love
Hmm.
defense.
Yeah, and you were the Big South Tournament MVP as well. So this is probably the bigger accolade than the Defensive Player of the Year, or which one do you consider bigger?
Um, I That's a great question. I'm not really sure. I
Okay.
would say maybe the MVP, but also Defensive Player of the Year is for the whole year. MVP was mostly for that tournament. Um, but yeah, I don't know. That's a great question. In my head, they're both equal.
Mm-hmm.
I've been wanting to be the MVP for the tournament for years now, and it finally happened. I earned it. So.
Yeah, and did it convince you that you were more than a woman? So did it convince you that you finally belonged, or maybe you even outgrew your environment with your
Mhm.
play?
Um, Honestly, yes and no.
Yeah.
Really what it was,
Like not
I
in
just
an outgrowing, not in a negative sense. I don't mean like,
yeah.
considering yourself above others. Just,
Mhm.
that you were able to do something bigger, maybe.
Yes, and that how I said before, it's something that it's been a goal of mine
Hmm.
to be the MVP. So when when I got the award, I was just so shocked. One, I wasn't expecting to get it. I thought one of my other teammates would have gotten it. Um, but I was just very proud of myself because I've worked very hard. I've had that goal for a very long time, and so achieving it, it was just like wow, like okay,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, and we both know that age ain't nothing but a number, but you waited for your first shot of Hennessy until you turned 21. So did it come into fruition, and did it meet your expectations as well?
It did. It really did. I will ride and die by my Hennessy. I love it.
Really? Why?
I don't know why. It's one thing I do really like. But yeah, I try not to partake in it too much
Hmm.
though. Gotta keep the body healthy. But yeah, it was a nice thing to finally have my first shot legally. So that's
Hmm.
awesome.
Hmm. Okay, and I have to be honest, I ran out of Aliyah references, but I still would love to ask you some stuff. So, what are the things that you like to do in general, like off
Um,
the court?
mhm. Um, This might sound a little cliche, but I love to read.
Okay,
Surprisingly,
can you give me some examples?
I'm actually reading a few books. I like rom-coms, but I
Okay,
also like life building or character building books.
mm-hmm. Like self-help
Reading-
stuff like that. Okay,
yeah, I'm reading something for a book called like Keys to Positivity.
mm-hmm.
Because I can get a little down on myself sometimes. But
Really,
yeah,
it's
I'm
hard to
just
believe judging from what I've read about you and how you're behaving right now. So that's yeah.
yeah, I just
But
have high
usually, yeah, I'm
expectations.
sorry. It's usually the people who smile the most that have the most going on inside, right? So that's probably
Yeah.
okay. I'm sorry
Oh,
because you were speaking. Sorry.
no, you're totally fine. But yeah, but surprisingly, I have high expectations for myself. So,
Mm-hmm.
working on giving myself more grace because I don't give myself enough grace sometimes. But also I like to journal and I love organizing. writing. I don't know how to explain this, but I
Hmm.
like writing and I love pens. I just have different little quirks.
The
Um,
activity of writing itself with your hand.
yes.
Okay.
And then specific pens. I love like gel pens. I don't know.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, but other than that, if we're gonna talk about games, I love playing Sims 4.
Okay.
Um, I try to stay
Okay.
away from that though, because I will get locked into it and will
Hmm.
forget about the world. So, that is just for special occasions only. Other than that, the sad thing is I've spent a lot of my life playing basketball, so
Hmm.
I haven't explored enough of what I like to do.
Okay.
But I do love doing hair. That's something that I would love to
Hmm.
pursue when I'm done with basketball. But yeah.
Okay. So your teammates can just come to you if they like, want to get their hair done. You're probably will be very popular, right? With your teammates, thanks
Yeah.
to that.
I
Did
have
you actually do some of your teammates' hair when you were playing at university?
um so did I? I don't think so. Not at High Point. At one of my previous schools though, I would do her hair all the time.
Hmm.
Um, but it's usually I usually do my hair for the most of it. I get a little shy to do other people's hair. I don't want to make them look crazy. So, but we got to get over that because I want to do it professionally. So, yeah.
Okay. And what's your favorite like hairstyle? Not really hairstyle, but arrangement? Can you call it
Mhm.
arrangement? Flowers are arranged, but do you arrange hair as well?
I would consider hair as an art form. I That's
Okay.
how I take it as. That's just how I express my
So what's your like, do you have like a dream arrangement of hair?
I no, I don't. I just I love it all. Like I like
Hmm.
doing wigs. I love braids. I love
Okay.
cornrows. For on myself, I usually do like a half and braid cornrows on my hair. And then it's just different types of braids you can do on the head. It's actually kind of crazy. But it's cool in my head, in my opinion.
It sounds cool.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Aliyah. Thank you for finding the time to talk. And I hope that I will be able to follow your pro career as it proceeds. So I
Yes,
hope.
and thank you so much for reaching out
Oh,
and
thank
for
you.
the creative questions. I loved them.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, have a great day. Thank you for finding the time.
Yes, thank you so much. Have a great rest of your evening and night.
Thank you. Bye.